Too Black, Too Strong, Mega Blast, Asiatic Black in the building. We are back this Monday. Once again, Asiatic Black is here. And we have a situation that we were attending to a little bit earlier today. And I wanted to come back tonight and say a few words on it. Before we get started, I want to send a shout out to all my sponsors. Too Black, Too Strong, KTJZ Radio Station, Freelance The Groove, Vertigo Global Music and Promotions. Last Call, Stephen James Allstate Insurance. And also, It's Butter Baby. And before we go any further, tonight I want to explain to you exactly what we got going on. We have a situation with Brother Ben X of the Nation of Islam. And also, a young brother in general that's just helping his community as well as his people, God's people, and whatever you may choose to say about anyone that is being positive and doing things in the right manner, okay? Now, with that being said, I want to let you all base this upon your own judgment for those of y'all that don't know Brother Ben X. And also, I want to make sure that y'all come into this with an open mind. Please share, subscribe, follow, like, all of that good stuff. Everybody that's all my own lookers. I kind of took YouTube by storm with this one because usually on Monday nights I do a video show. So I want to kind of replace a little bit of that time with this particular interview. I have an interview from another brother from the Nation of Islam, Brother Malcolm Flex. And right after I play these commercials, I'll be bringing him back. And we'll be getting some comments, commentary, and some more things. Feel free to drop down below, if you please, and comment on everything that's going on. But first, I'm going to play a commercial by It's Butter Baby, and also a little segment by the Brother Ben X. And we'll be right back after that. So strap up your seatbelts, get ready. We're about to move on. All right? Too Black, Too Strong.
Try It's Butter Baby today and see what makes us so different. You can smell like this, or this. Made from all natural botanicals, herbs, extracts, and oils, try all 30 aromatics. Mix them and match them. Give them to loved ones. Your skin has never felt this good. Our aromatics are infused with 100% Ghanaian shea butter and ported bi-monthly. Packed, rich in vitamins and minerals to ensure its vitality, of course. Oh, and we let it whip, and whip, and whip, and we whip it right. Helps fight psoriasis and eczema, severe inflammation, acne and diaper rash, razor bumps, stretch marks and discoloration, dry, cracked feet, and more. Even the bees love it. That's because it's earthen. It's Butter Baby. All natural earthen skincare. Try It's Butter Baby today and make your skin happy.
Assalamu alaikum family. Many of you have asked me, how do I join the Nation of Islam? The easiest way to go on Google and search for your local mosque or study group. Type in Atlanta Nation of Islam, New Orleans Nation of Islam, Washington DC Nation of Islam. We meet every Wednesday and Friday at 7:30. Wednesdays we go over the time and what must be done by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and on Fridays we touch on self-improvement, which is the basis of community development. On Sundays, that's when you can actually join. You can raise your hand and say, I want to be a part of the Nation of Islam. Then you'll go through something called processing. Then you'll write your letter, and then once your letter passes and you pass your student enrollment, you'll be an official member of the Nation of Islam. After you are an official member of the Nation of Islam, then you start attending FOI class, which is the Fruit of Islam, and then you start attending MGT class for the sisters, which is Muslim Girls in Training. FOI class, you learn how to be a man, a brother, a husband, a father. MGT, a woman, wife, sister, mother. I advise you to study in private, because once you let people know you join the Nation of Islam, you better be ready.
Yeah. Boy, he's cool. Who was it? Brother Ben X. His name Brother Ben X. Brother Ben X. And he jamming. cold, man. This boy here cold. He got a website? He got a website? What is it? brotherbenx@gmail.com. He just put out a website. brotherbenx@gmail.com. brotherbenxmusic.com. Man, I'm finna go. Yeah, I'm gonna jam that.
What's going on? What's going on, brothers? Hey, I just want to introduce you all to the Final Call newspaper, man. Y'all ever had one of these?
Final Call News? Nah, I never had one of these. What's this? Who you?
Yeah, black-owned newspaper that goes out every week, man, just to keep the community conscious about what's going on in the world, man, and give you knowledge itself, man. Go ahead. Yeah, check that out.
Final Call newspaper. Oh, you with you with Farrakhan? Then y'all killed Malcolm? No, they ain't killed Malcolm, boy.
Oh no, sir, man. That's what they want everybody to think, man. But nah, that ain't what happened, man.
Man, how you know? Cause I was watching Vlad TV the other day. They was just interviewing Malcolm X's daughter. She said that they even tried to apologize to her, and they said they had nothing to do with the Nation of Islam. I mean, come on, bro. You know about COINTELPRO. Y'all niggas ain't got no bean pies. No, y'all got the bean pies.
I ain't got no bean pies on me though. We trying to get some. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get some in maybe this month for you.
All right, well, shit. I'm gonna go and get you a paper, man. I'm gonna go and get you a paper. Support Black Beard. You know what I'm saying? Black Beard. You understand me? I support Black Beard, you know what I'm saying? I be on that, you know what I'm saying? I be on that Black Power stuff, bro. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm really just still learning, you see what I'm saying? Okay, well that's a bet then. I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna mess with you then. All right then.
You still, yeah, the $2?
Oh yeah, your $2. Okay, my bad. Shh. You know what I'm saying? Black Power, you know what I'm saying? Here you go, Kim folk. All right now. And y'all still, Assalamualaikum salam.
All right. Walaikum salam. All right.
Boy, it's Assalamualaikum.
Floss up with the paper, black guy, so I'm made, but throw it like a ball player. I ain't worried about a hater. Catch up, see you later.
All right, Too Black, Too Strong, and we're back. And like I said before, we have a call on the line, man. Another brother from the Nation of Islam. And he goes by the name of Malcolm Flex. Malcolm Flex, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, beloved. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It was a pleasure talking to you, and it was also a pleasure watching your video that you posted. Sir. And I think that you were the first one to actually post a video about this particular incident that happened to the young brother.
Yes, sir. By the grace of Allah, I was.
Okay. Now, explain to the people, man, in your words, how do you feel about, first of all, how do you feel about Brother Ben X in general?
Okay, yes, sir. First, if it's okay, dear brother, I will always like to open up in the name of Allah, who appeared to us in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. I also like to bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is his last and greatest messenger and exalted Christ. And I also like to bear witness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is a divine warner and teacher in our midst. And I would like to greet the viewers with the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, brother.
Yes, sir. The way I feel about Brother Ben X is the way I feel about all my brothers, including my sisters within the Nation of Islam. Mm-hmm. You know, and, you know, the members of the Nation of Islam are the apple of my eye.
Yes, sir.
You know, so anytime when I see any brother or sister in the Nation of Islam that is attacked, you know what I'm saying, I take it as if it's an attack on me, myself. Yes, you know, sir. And then seeing this brother's works, this has been a young brother who has been a rising star within the Nation of Islam by his example. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because we teach in the Nation of Islam, faith without works is dead. So this brother has a body of work that is, you know, unmatchable. You know what I mean? So based on the on this brother's work ethic. You know what I mean? I think the brother had like over 2,000 videos, and a lot of people don't really understand that it's hard work putting together videos. It's hard work putting together content. It's even more hard work putting together good quality content. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So a brother like Brother Ben X, you know, a brother like Malcolm Flex, I really appreciate a brother Ben X. The brother has inspired me to create a platform and be able to speak from my platform.
Right. Okay. How long have you been in tune with the young brother?
I met the brother about 2 or 3 times at a couple of Savior's Days. I believe I ran into the brother the 2 Savior's Days both years when we were in Detroit back to back, and also I ran into the brother a couple times in Chicago. So I don't really know brother on a personal level. Somebody that may know him more on a personal level, like Brother Reza Islam, is a brother that I came through the ranks with, you know, was in orientation and processing with brother. So I don't have the same relationship with Brother Ben like I do with a Brother Reza Islam, but through a Brother Reza Islam, you know, I was able to meet brother several times, and the brother just have an all-around good spirit, man. And you can tell a tree by the fruit it bears, and this brother bears a lot of good fruit, man. This is a man of integrity, man, and it should be a crime that YouTube is able to try to bully our dear brother like that. Yeah,
it's a very unfortunate situation, man. And the reason I say that is because we attempt so hard to get out in the trenches and in the jungles and reach these people, man, in order to save them and get them, knowledge of self and that sort of thing. And it's aggravating to me to watch this young brother, because 9 times out of 10, man, you don't have a fellow his age that understands the necessity of getting people to knowledge.
Right.
And I think it's a very discouraging situation, because, you know, most of the youth are not leaning toward this way anyway. But the ones that he can reach, or we can reach, and get them headed toward this way, they get discouraged by this type of stuff.
Right.
That happens. So I want to encourage everyone at the sound of my voice to stay on your righteous path and not get discouraged, because the trick of the enemy is not as vivid as other things out here in the community. And I just wanted to say that, man. I am very I'm just disturbed by the situation, because the deeper I get into the teachings, as I rededicated myself, is more affirmative and just touching home.
Right.
But anyway, what made you just really go ahead and put that video out, man? Did you think about it a couple of times, or was it something you had to study on, or did you just go straight to it?
Be honest with you, dear brother, with this particular video, dear brother, for me, you know, although we are taught to think 5 times before we speak, I definitely thought about it 5 times real fast, because it was really a no-brainer for your brother, you know what I mean, to come in defense of my brother based on the level of integrity that the brother presents to the black community, especially black youth. You know what I mean? And it is very disappointing, because the black youth needs guidance.
Yes, sir.
And they need to see more young brothers and sisters like themselves in a more positive light, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us to put the clean glass next to the dirty glass. And I know by experience, you know, going out in the streets among the youth, when they see their reflection cleaned up, you know what I'm saying, and come to them in a presentable and a respectful manner, you know what I'm saying, that does something on the psyche of young black men and women, you know. So I think that whenever any of us are attacked, you know what I mean, but we should also always reflect the spirit of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan when we come out in support of one another. So really, to be honest, dear brother, it was really a no-brainer for me, because as soon as I saw a brother, shout out to Brother David Adams, from Chicago. As soon as I saw the post, dear brother, you know, I was up and I was, you know, I was ready to go in on behalf of my brother.
Okay, all right. So since it was a no-brainer, man, when you got out there, man, you really held it between the ditches, as they say, and you steered it right on in. What were your what was the most? Let me see how to put it. When I'm online and I'm speaking, I try my best to watch what I say, because of how situations turn out, and this is one of the situations that I mean. It's so many things that we say that they take and use for hate, you know, hate speech. How do you handle those type of situations personally?
Yes, sir. Me being a young brother, young Muslim brother, young FOI in the ranks, you know, I must give a disclaimer and disabuse all the viewers. You know, if you thought that members in the Nation of Islam were perfect, we're not perfect. We're striving for perfection. So, as a young Muslim who's also a content creator myself, you know, there have been times where I've had my coattail pulled by subordinates over me. You know what I'm saying? My superiors.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And had to check me and you know, and put me back on the right track. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because the main thing that we have to understand, that the enemy is he's not really tripping right now on the physical aspect of war. The enemy is trying to win a perception war. So if he can get, or if anybody can get the FOI, MGT, and GCC out of character, you know what I mean? He has the ability to win that war based on perception, and that's how they are always able to take the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's words out of context, because they are trying to win a war perception. So what we should always do, that I've learned, to always represent in a dignified manner and with integrity. And that's one thing that I've always seen Brother Ben X do, and he's been a great example of that. So when they try to use our speech against us, you know what I'm saying, they don't really have much to go on, because we are taught to stand on our square and be right and exact.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely. With those words there. Now, he has went through a lot of backlash and, you know, trolling and just unprofessional commentary and that sort of thing.
Right.
And I think that brother is led by a special spirit, because he holds it in the road. He's able to maintain his cool, and he just keep things on a level ground.
Right.
With you saying that, you know, you are a content creator yourself, and I am also, he has a gift that most don't entail.
Right.
Okay. This gift that he has, I think the enemy is scared of. They're most afraid of, because a brother that's young, that's that young, if he stays on his righteous path, he's going to be very, very, very dangerous in the years to come.
Right.
What words can you give the brother Ben X, being in the Nation of Islam, in order to help him with this particular situation?
Don't give up. Keep going. You know what I mean? As it was taught to me by my beloved captain, whom I love dearly. you know, to teach us that, you know, we ain't no quitters. FOI ain't no quitters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we don't quit our post until properly relieved, and this is brother's post. You know what I mean?
Right.
And what he is doing is helping the Nation of Islam and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan make progress. So you don't. So you never judge an object in motion. You know what I'm saying? And this brother is in motion, and there are other brothers and sisters as well who have platforms, or who don't necessarily have a social media platform, but are on the streets, going door to door, standing on the corner. You know what I'm saying? We are making progress. So you know, you don't just stop and just give up right in the middle of the job. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure the job is complete until the job is finished. So one thing that I can say to my dear brother, from brother to brother, you know, is to keep on going and keep on moving strong and keep your head up. But, you know, this is small stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing to really get us down and out, and you know what I'm saying? Because we soldiers, you know what I'm saying? And you know as well as I know that, you know, we build Fort Tough, you know what I'm saying? You know, we are truly the lost tribe of Shabazz, so we can basically endure anything. So this is nothing but a test, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the FOI and the FOI training is. It teaches us to meet and overcome all obstacles that are in our path. And this is nothing but an obstacle that's in brother's path. But just know, dear brother Ben X, that you have brothers and sisters in the nation and outside of the nation that are backing you and supporting you.
Most definitely. Okay, and what can you say to our viewers out there to encourage them to, what can they do? You know, being, besides, let me put it like this. Besides just regular support, what can they do in order to back Ben X and give him encouragement themselves, being on the outside looking in?
Right. Yes, sir. Well, I mean, there are several things that we can do. You know, brothers and sisters on the outside looking in, there's only so much that we can do. You know, but let's not be lip professors. You know what I'm saying? If we really gonna support brother, let's really support brother. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, we can always give a kind word. You know what I'm saying? And share a video, you know what I'm saying, which I do encourage brothers and sisters to do. Go and share his videos, like them, and subscribe to Brother Ben X Backup YouTube channel. But also, go ahead and support the brother's Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to one of the tiers that he have on his Patreon. You know, because the brother has made a great sacrifice. The brother has made a great sacrifice and said, you know what, I'm not finna go work for the white man. I'm finna be an example of the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I'm gonna do for self. So he found his niche, and he began to hone his craft, and he began to master his craft as a content creator. You know what I'm saying? He found what he loved to do. He found his passion. So I think us who are subscribers, us who say that we support Brother Ben X, you know what I'm saying, if it's not a stretch, if you are not hurting financially, you know what I'm saying, let's go and help and assist the brother, you know what I'm saying, with finances, because this is how the brother has been making his living, going after the dead, the blind, deaf, and dumb, you know what I'm saying, trying to reach the masses of our people who have never heard the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And you can only commend a brother like that who can just dedicate his life to doing the work of the Nation of Islam and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So it's, you know, so there are several things we can do, but let's not just talk it, let's actually walk it. You know what I'm saying? Let's really make our word bond.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely. All right, man. If I must, man, tell the people out there how they can reach you, man, and look at your page and all that sort of thing. You know, your Facebook and YouTube and all of that.
Oh yes, sir. You can follow me on Facebook at Alfonso X Moore. Okay, and you can also follow me at on IG at Yaku_N_reverse, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel at Malcolm Flex TV.
All right. I want to remind the brothers and sisters out there, especially young brothers and sisters, to resort to. I want to invite you all to pick up a copy of the Willie Lynch letter and read on it, and try and. I'm going to come back on it, and I'm also probably going to invite you back too, sir.
Yes, sir. No problem.
To sort of speak on this. I mean, I really like the way you speak, man, and I want to stick this out there too. There's so much I want to say, man. I don't want to waste too much time, but I also want to tell you to keep on your path also, sir, because that was a very, a lot of times we stand back and we wait and we see, we just want to see who's going to jump first. And once the first person gets out there, then the rest of us usually follow. Okay, so I want to thank you for that. Yes, and back to what I was saying about this book, man. I want to invite everyone to go out, and because it puts it so plainly. Now, if you don't know who Willie Lynch was a slave owner from the West Indies back in the 1700s, and he came out with a letter when he was invited to Virginia to teach other slave owners in America how to tame and maintain slaves. And he came out with a blueprint. He really enforced it. He put it down, and it's still effective today. So I want to invite y'all young brothers and sisters to pick up a copy of it. It is called The Willie Lynch Letter, and you can find it on Amazon. If you can't find it, then get in contact with me, or get in contact with Brother Ben X, or get in contact with Brother Malcolm Flex TV. Make sure you visit that. Make sure you stay in tune with us. Subscribe, share, follow, like, and all of that good stuff. And young ones, don't be afraid to, stand up for yourselves. A lot of them. I talk to a lot of youths, and some of them are just afraid to, they're brave in other ways. But when it comes down to being themselves and self-knowledge and that sort of thing, they kind of stand back and hold their hands. So I want to encourage y'all to stand up for your rights. And as long as you got God with you, you don't need to have any fear. Matter of fact, the fear will go away. We're taught that by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that if you got God on your side and you can't do it, 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You got to come all the way. All right. You have any last words, sir?
Yes, sir, dear brother. Because you made a statement as far as the Willie Lynch stuff.
Yes, sir.
In the last video that you made earlier today, man, I found profound. And I just want to say, to some of the trolls and the enemy, that you, no matter what you try to do. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you try to do, no matter how many times you try to flag our pages, no matter how many times you try to troll us or threaten us to stop doing what we're doing, no matter how many times you try to shut down our YouTube pages, always know that there's going to be another Ben X to raise up.
Yes,
to
sir.
rise up.
Yes,
There's
sir.
always going to be another Malcolm Flex to rise up, another Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan
yes, sir.
to raise up. No matter what you try to do to shut our mouths, you're not going to stop us from telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to stop us from promoting what we believe to be, because you all are trying to suppress our right to free speech.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Y'all trying to suppress our rights to free speech, but you're not going to stop us. You can do whatever, but we are the alternative. We are the ones who give people other options when other people want to lie and give propaganda. You want to scam the black community. You know what I'm saying? You are dealing with a group of people that we are not scammers. We are not liars, cheaters, robbers, killers, murderers. You know what I'm saying? We are striving to be righteous, family. You know, so really you need to look within self. You know what I'm saying? Really look at yourself before you press the flag button, before you press the dislike button, before you try to get somebody shut down. Really listen to what an individual has to say without bias, because there's a lot of confirmation bias going on. You know what I mean? And we need to stop that. You know what I'm saying? We are not perfect people, but one thing about the members of the Nation of Islam, we really love our people.
Yes, sir.
We really love our people. You know what I mean? We really love you. You know what I'm saying? So you're never going to find a member in the Nation of Islam using the H word, saying that we hate somebody. You never hear that come out of our mouth, saying that we hate anybody.
Right.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So I just wanted to leave it at that, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Brother Ben X, and shout out to all the other brothers and sisters in the black community who are content creators and non-content creators, but who's out there trying to promote freedom, justice, and equality. So that's all I need to say.
All right. With that being said, man, I thank you once again, man, for being available for this interview. I want to encourage you to stay strong, stay too black, too strong, and I think, and I thank Brother Ben X, and want to remind everybody out there to support Brother Ben X. He has several links. He has a backup page that's running right now. It's called Ben Quan X. So make sure you go over and visit the brother, and let's push for righteousness every day and stay strong. This has been the Too Black, Too Strong Mega Blast, a special edition, man, for my brother Ben X, the beloved from the Nation of Islam. All right, Too Black, Too Strong, we out.